Hello and welcome to the Kobold Cafe, where we are playing Dungeon Fantasy role-playing game powered by GURPS 4th edition. I am Luke, the GM, and we've got Lee.
Hi, I'm Lee, and I play Granite. He is no longer he's no longer avenging his brother. Now he's off to find glory for himself. Hopefully, he can
Glory!
die just as horribly.
Hopefully. We've got CD.
Hi, I'm CD. I play Sir Arthur, and I have a horse now.
Got a horse now. We've got Everoth.
Hello, I am Everett, Brain Neville Wobnick, who now has Shiny!
You've now got Shiny. And we will have James at some point soon. Previously, Granite's... No. Oh, Jared. How did I didn't just... Like, my eyes completely camouflaged you somehow. We've got Jared.
Oh. That was my introduction.
Cool. Previously, upon returning to Whiten after fighting an undead guy who ran away, it turned out that the undead guy was in cahoots with the mayor of that town. Arayla had cottoned onto that though, and she'd slit the mayor's throat the night before. Undead guy weren't happy about this. He summoned a Balrog in the town. He were planning on turning everyone there into zombies. But you fucked his plans up good. But not before the Balrog bit off Granite's brother's head. Brolin was decapitated via Balrog teeth. But he was also murdered via Arthur arrows. And Undead Guy were murdered via all manner of axes and sword stabs. Well, that town where we had a mayor, but they were pretty grateful that you'd saved them from a Balrog and an evil mayor. So they doted on you, gave you just about anything you could ask for that they've got, and you've decided, as per part of town suggestion, to head to the capital of Buckliff to give news to the king that the former Lord Hangrod, who committed many treasonous dark magical crimes in the capital 50 years ago, is now dead. Did you check his head or any kind of proof?
Was he the wizard?
Yeah.
Yes, his head was mentioned.
Head was mentioned. Have you tarred it? It's gonna get stinky otherwise.
Yeah, we tar it.
Sick. Brutals. It's probably in a bag as well.
Maybe a bucket dangling from somebody's horse.
Yeah, bucket with like just a piece of leather over it.
Bunch of salt poured in the bucket.
Oh, that works too. Yeah. Yeah, you were thinking about tarring it, and then the local like cured meat purveyor were like, "Oh no, I'll have that saved for you. Here you go. Just put it in a bucket of this salt here."
They've dealt with this problem before.
Heads need to be kept, whether for display purposes or for proof of vanquishing a foe purposes. Oh, I think we've got James imminent. That is a new travelling companion. Someone who seems to have replaced Brolin almost immediately. A lizard type guy. I'll not go too much into it.
They helped us in a fight for our life. It's a good way to make friends.
You did spend a couple of days in that town. Anything anyone would like to mention that they've been up to?
Is there like a town druid or something?
There was a healer, yeah.
Neville will definitely have a talk with them before they leave, or during that time.
Let me see. How can I help you? What do you need? They're an elf.
It's because they're an elf. She is first going to come in, cover her nose at whatever perfume they're probably using, and go like, "I'm gonna eat a lot of mushrooms."
The kind for food, like a soup.
Oh no, the other mushrooms, the good ones. Yes,
Magical mushrooms.
yes.
And for what purpose are you hoping? Are you wanting to grant yourself strength, longevity, cure illness,
Uh,
Virility.
virility? I have many a jar of dick growing potion.
uh,
Sold to me by a
being
mushroom.
a goblin and a nasty little fuck, she's gonna say, "Oh, give me a bag for healing, a bag for horny, a bag for what else you say you had?" And she's gonna just be with them buying a bunch of mushrooms.
Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Yeah. You buy a bunch of mushrooms. After arguing with the elf for a while, I can't guarantee that any of these mushrooms will do anything.
You want me to roll like 1d something whenever I bite a mushroom, and see whatever the fuck happens?
You can walk straight out and bite a mushroom if you want. You don't need to
Well,
roll
yes,
anything.
of course. Like she just bought a bag of mushrooms. She's gonna take one from the bag and eat it, regardless of whatever.
It's like
No.
it's dried, so it's quite chewy,
Uh,
and it's fairly bitter. It doesn't taste great.
she would just have a mushroom, put it in the bag, and just wait a while to see whatever happens. But yep, she has mushrooms, and that's her thing.
Okay. Uh,
Not even heading to the safe consumption spot in town.
no, just no. Most of these places have got
Sir Arthur
UV
would begin
lights.
bonding with his. Sorry.
Uh, Arthur bonding with his new pony. So yeah, you were offered ponies.
Hmm. This horse looks like it'll be famous one day. I shall take this one.
Oh, that one there is a bit of a dickhead, honestly, sir. You might be more pleased with this one over here. Are you wearing a hat?
He has a helmet.
Uh, the horse that you say is fine. It's like biting your helmet. Kind of, you can hear its teeth clinking on it. It's like it's trying to take it off.
You wish to wear my helmet? He will quickly unsecure his helmet and put it on top of the horse's head.
It,
Ah, a fine night.
it shakes its head so that Elmet settles good, and then stamps its feet happily.
Hmm. We shall have to get you a horse helmet. Tell me, stable master, where can I find the blacksmith? You shall
You've already
forge
met
this.
the blacksmith several times, so you don't need to worry
Oh,
about that.
come, famous horse. Let us go on to the blacksmith, so you may forge you armor worthy of a knight. You shall be the first horse knight.
Sorry, my lungs.
No, you're.
So
It's a very silly thing I just said.
yeah, the blacksmith has already got a bunch of horse armor, thankfully, because I don't think he could forge it all in a couple of days. And you get that arranged. We've got it, James. Did we already do this?
James attempted to join like 15 minutes ago over the car speaker system, but it did not work.
Yeah, it's never a great idea. But welcome.
Well, welcome.
We've only been going 10 minutes.
Okay.
Essentially recapped and introduced. At present, you are a day's journey outside of town. You've set off. You, in the evening, you probably stayed in an inn in Whiteoff, which is kind of just the last bit of civilization for a while. And then you've been traveling 3/4 of the day. You've had lunch. You've stopped for lunch, and it's now the afternoon. We didn't really get much Barnaby last turn. Oh, I need a graveyard. Sorry,
No,
graveyard.
Barnaby came in right as Brolin died.
Rolling to the graveyard.
It's a weird bit of storytelling. Like, I don't know how that happens like that.
Can I confirm who's riding a horse and who might be a passenger on a horse?
Arela will ride a horse.
Rayla's riding a
Uh,
horse.
Barnaby will
Neville
ride a
will
horse.
be a passenger.
Neville's a passenger. Granite, are you riding your own horse?
Give me a moment. I think he is, but I'm just double checking to make sure he doesn't hate horses.
Okay, check through all your...
It seems like a stereotype I
I'm
might have
riding a
linked
horse.
into. No, he's riding his own.
Okay, so who's taking Neville as a passenger?
Not it.
Barnaby will take
Probably
Neville.
not a great idea. Okay, cool. I was about to say probably not a great idea for me.
Yeah, that horse. Arthur's horse is a bit of a dickhead. You feel like it seems like it's been perfectly nice to him, but it's tried to bite the rest of you at least once. Anyone wearing a hat? Has anyone got a hat? That's not a helmet.
No.
Nope. I have a scarf. Not sure if that counts.
It pulls at your scarf a bit, but then it gets bored with it. You pass a couple of travellers on the road, and it straight up takes one of the hats as you walk past. And this person turns and is like, "My hat! Your horse took my hat! It was my father's hat! Sir, may I have it back?" And you all just riding on by.
No, I stop.
I will attempt to get the hat from the horse.
Retrieve the hat.
It growls.
Your horse
Succeeded by
growls.
5 on an animal handling to get the hat.
It releases the hat as it goes to try and bite Barnaby's face off.
Neville's so scared of
Whoa,
this
whoa.
horse.
Calm down now. Calm down.
Turns and licks
I
your
will
face.
buy you the fanciest hat
Winnie's
once
happily.
we reach the capital.
It's a Disney horse.
Shall be adorned with feathers and gold.
It's the horse from Entangled. Is that what it's called?
Of course it is.
Just Tangled. And
Yes.
Kanto got me
Antiguo.
confused.
Okay, I'm
No,
glad
wait,
you and I
that's
had
from
the same
the
exact
Dorado.
thought.
That horse is good too.
But I think the one from Entangled is Maximilian.
It's a Disney horse is the important thing.
Mm-hmm. Although I don't think Eldorado's Disney.
I think it's DreamWorks.
That checks out. But now that I've confirmed that you're all riding horses and that Barnaby knows how to handle a horse, at least one that's not a complete dickhead. Good. Anyone want to talk to this new travelling companion you've got? He kind of just said, "Yeah, I'm going capital. I'm coming with yous." And he's
Sure.
a weirdo,
I'll-
right? You're like a lizard person.
Barnaby?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not like a lizard person, but he's got, like when you look at his eyes, he's got lizard-like, eyes, like the horizontal slots for pupils, and they're all red, and yeah, his skin is thick, not like scaly, but definitely like thick and kind of hide.
And is it green?
No, it's more red. Like
Okay.
he's definitely more of a red hued individual.
Either way, have you got like distinctive features and what have you?
I might not have actually. Yep, distinctive features. The eyes. The
Aha.
eyes is the real giveaway.
Okay,
Like,
so red folks and that not so uncommon in this world. And yeah, it's a very multicultural, multi-ethnic country that you live in. So you do see quite a lot of people about, but maybe not just human-looking types with lizard eyes, or red human-looking types with lizard eyes. Either way, they're clearly not a human, or a dwarf, or a halfling, or a kobold, or an orc or goblin.
He's
So,
probably a mutt.
so as we're trotting down the road, Granite will say, "So, new guy, what's your deal?"
I was just traveling. I was in town, and then I woke up from last night's bender, and I was locked in a room in the mayor's house for some reason. And right about the time I got the door open and all my stuff out of there, there was a commotion coming from the courtyard.
No, I mean, like, how'd you learn how to fight? That was kind of impressive.
You mean the one guy that I didn't manage to hit? It was an off morning.
I mean, you still tried.
So you dancing around up there?
In either
Indeed.
case, a history. I have a history. And that's how I learned to fight.
Of violence?
Well,
There's definitely violence in that history.
Well, good to meet you. The name's Granite.
Granite, good to meet you. I'm Barnaby. I hear that was your brother over there. I'm truly sorry for your loss.
Glad you're able to be there at the end. And
Yeah.
last night there was probably a massive bender funeral thing.
Yeah, there was. Last night was a. Well, not last night. Night before last.
Potentially why we haven't really met, because we have already met. We just don't remember it.
Yeah, we all got really drunk.
Uh, where is it? Where is it? Scrolling
In
with
fact,
my eyes.
I'm totally cool with like this conversation having already occurred
Yeah.
back that night, and Granite's having it again because he doesn't remember the conversation.
You will definitely notice that like when Barnaby smokes his pipe, he definitely doesn't use any matches or anything. He just holds a finger up, and there's a jet of flame.
It's magic, man. Magic, man.
That reminds me of a thing that the mages of the group can, I think, tell by just looking. Granite does have magic resistance. It's a thing a lot of dwarves have.
Yeah, I think most
Okay.
dwarves have it. A lot of creatures have a bit of magic resistance. That's something else I meant to look up.
Who's got magic resistance?
Just the effects of it. Pretty sure. I'll look it up when I get to it.
Gives you bonuses.
Yep, or the opposite, penalties, depending on the situation.
I'm pretty sure it does both.
Sounds about right. Well, it's pretty hilly terrain, and not long after you left White off, it turned into forest once again. You know that by the end of tonight, you should be on the main road that goes all the way to Buckcliffe. But you're not quite there yet, and because of the hilly nature and the forest, you've got low visibility ahead. But
What time of day is it?
afternoon, 3 p.m. You would, as you were coming around a bend, hear the sound of an elderly woman berating someone off in the distance. I can't believe you've done this. You've messed up again. Gus, you absolute idiot. Why am I still with you? She's really laying into this old guy.
Granite will stop his singing, which is probably not as loud as her.
They go quiet for a bit as well, and then you hear a call over, like, in much kindlier voice. Hello? Are there travellers approaching? Please, we're unarmed.
Hello there.
You round the corner. They're a bit off the road, just up the hill and behind a couple of trees. It is a very ancient looking man and a slightly younger looking woman. The guy is completely bald, but he's got a big white beard. They both just wearing rag-like clothes. He has got a bow on the floor next to him, but you can't see any arrows anywhere. And she's just wearing a plain grey dress, but she's got a really sour, curt face. She is Angela from The Office, but like 80 years old. Oh, oh, you're warriors. Please,
Indeed, milady.
stand up, Gus, she says, and pulls her husband to his feet, who's like groaning as he gets up. It's like, She says, oh, thank God we found you. We're in an awful pickle. My name is Brendalina, and this is my husband, Gus.
And
Tell me, lady, what is wrong?
We were resting for the night. There's an old ruin just a bit further up the hill, and we found a cave underneath it. We were resting in there, and then this morning we woke up and some ogres had found us. They were sat around the entrance. We managed to escape, but all our belongings are still in the cave. I think the ogres are still up there.
Exploring ogre caves is dangerous business. You were lucky.
We
Indeed.
just making a couple of quick GM checks. Uh-huh. It looked safe. We don't know where they came from. It was out of nowhere. We barely got away with our lives, and Gus
Oh.
left the arrows behind like an idiot.
So it wasn't their home then?
It might have been, but they weren't there last night.
Looks nice.
I thought someone were talking, but the mic had gone right quiet. And I just got the, I can't believe you've done this.
Oh, did that come through mine? I'm sorry.
It's alright. Will you help us? You're clearly brave warriors. There's only 3 of them.
Worry not, my lady. Ogres are serious business,
Oh yeah, that's
and
right.
this close to the road is indeed an issue. Why, they could attack merchants, or worse, royal tax collectors.
She nods. She's like, it is very dangerous. They're just up that hill. Maybe half a mile.
Well, we'll go have a word with them. We'll be back with your stuff.
Real quick, out of character question.
Yeah.
What's the role for trying to tell if someone's lying to you?
That would be body language or detect lies.
Okay, cool.
Or like perception at a -10.
Oh, that would be impossible for me then.
It's
Never mind.
also a quick contest with the other person though.
I have a perception of 11. I cannot make rolls at a -10.
But generally, I try to do these things secretly these days. Comparing against the best of your groups and theirs.
Ah, okay.
Which
Never mind then.
fortunately isn't us.
And so far, these people seem endearing, old, and completely helpless. I mean, she's obviously very nasty to her husband, and he's not said much yet. But you don't think she's lying.
Do you have any food?
We've nothing. It was all in the cave. We managed to eat breakfast, but then we haven't had lunch.
They're human, right?
Yep, pair of humans.
Uh, Neville's gonna point out and ask, "Why are humans living in cave? That's Goblin and Orchid."
We were traveling, and we were so tired we didn't know how far to the next town. We're going north to Whiten. Have you come from there?
We have,
Indeed.
yes.
And and the weather, it was cold last night. Our tent isn't very good.
Barnaby'll hand him an elven ration.
Ooh. Brendolina eats most of it. Passes a few crumbs to Gus.
I'll hand out some rations too. I got plenty.
Brendolina eats most of them. Passes a few
Uh,
crumbs to Gus.
and then shall we go on foot?
Yeah, it will be a little difficult to take your horses off road here, just because it's kind of hilly, lots of roots and stuff. You do risk them hurting the selves or getting a bit stuck.
And then since we know we're about to go fight a bunch of ogres, Barnaby's gonna start casting some spells on himself.
I would like to lead the horses as far as we can, though.
Not just leave
Like,
them with this pair of old people. Well, they will
these
walk
two
up
seem
with you as
fine.
well.
If they're willing to
Yeah.
come all the way up to the top, then
They're not going to come all the way to the top, and in fact, no, they will stay by the road. They say, yeah, they've changed their mind. We'll stay here. You should be able to lead your horses half a mile up the hill, and then the ogres are just over the crest of it, which is just beyond half a mile up the hill.
great. These guys seem fine, but I don't want to get in the habit of leaving our horses with random people.
No, yeah.
Indeed. Also, I'm afraid Famous might try to murder them.
Oh yeah, it would eat them for sure. They could not defend against it. It would eat them and wear their hats.
Not in that order.
What sort of forest is it?
Deciduous, right? The leaves fall off the trees, but it's spring at the minute, so the leaves have grown back. Just some of them are blossoming.
How dense is the canopy?
It's not that dense at all. You can see the sky mostly. The sun is out.
Okay.
It has been bothering you a bit today. I'm guessing you're all cloaked.
Hood up.
Yeah. Well, you move up a bit, tie your horses off to some trees, I'm guessing.
Yep, so they don't run away after the ogres kill us and ruin dinner.
And a few people will probably remember this map somehow. And
Has it become clear that that she doesn't like the sun to us at this point?
Husband, but yeah.
yeah, it will have.
So I was looking at my inventory earlier today. I saw something that was kind of cool that you might be interested in. When we ditch the horses and he sees you hood up, he pulls out a parasol.
Got a freaking umbrella.
He has an umbrella. You interested in this?
No, thank you.
All right. Puts it back in the horse.
You should just ride with it up for a bit.
Luke, is there a dynamic lighting thing right here?
Possibly. Yeah, there is. I thought I got rid of it all, but there was still a little bit there. Cool. Also, this map's changed slightly. But yeah, so right at the very far left, there is a bit of a ridge, just a meter high, but you can definitely get up to here without being seen. You would hear the ogres from a bit further off. They're all arguing with each other. Like, there's more food down there. We get food. We just need move this thing. Another one's like, we no move this thing. We use it to cook great soup.
Kind of hate when
Are
Ogre
they
does that.
speaking in like a goblin language?
They probably should be, right?
I like that.
Yeah,
No,
some
but
kind of
can you
goblinoid.
understand them?
Uh, she would. She would translate to the group. Ooh, yes. That one wants to make soup. That one wants to go down to get more food. They're arguing about food. Very dumb.
Luke, while they're arguing, in the left hand, I'm gonna start. Uh, Casting explosive fireball.
Charging it up or something.
Yeah, I'm gonna spend the like 3 seconds to like charge it up and get a good one. Over 3 seconds, we'll do 6d6. Nah, let's spend 3 energy points, and that'll be 9d6.
Wow.
So, out of character question: are ogres universally like monsters? Or are they considered like a potential race that some people like fight for rights for?
Um, no one's really fighting for the rights of a pure ogre. Very few people would. They are mostly brutish and monstrous.
So the usual ogre that lives under the bridge and charges or eats you.
Yeah, these ain't Shreks. These ain't Shreks. One in 1,000 ogres might be a Shrek worthy of living with people, but
Or at the
mostly,
very least, if they're Shreks, we're in the Shrek world, so we believe that they're monsters.
yes, that too.
Is there any dark? Is there any place dark enough near here?
Uh,
-4.
mm,
And an explanation of what that means in Discord.
let's see.
Yeah,
Like
which
perhaps a little bit
direction?
of a covered little bit, like she could go under part of the ridge and find shadows.
Yes, there are places to find shadows. Right under this tree where you're at now, if you move forward to there, you'd be at -5. No, -4. There's
Then
-4. Right at the base
has
of the
Barnaby.
tree, on the northwest side's -4, and right next to walls on the northwest side.
Could I start aiming with an arrow to hit one of the ogres?
I feel like, yeah, no one mentioned that they were being particularly sneaky. So, pretty much as... Whose token's not worked? Is that Barnaby?
That's Barnaby, yes.
Sorry.
Oh, Nabble, you need to get on the screen right now before we start combat.
Let me fix this now properly.
As the others have had like a couple seconds to charge a spell, can Aurelia do like a couple 1-second things quickly?
Most likely. Yeah.
Detect shadows.
Quite. And yeah, you'd find pretty much the ones I'd told you about.
Okay, so
I'd
like
like
the
to go
cave
get
entrance.
Oh,
Or, no, I can't tell.
there is a lot of shadow under there, yeah. There is a big shadowy space underneath this place. If you use detect shadows, you'd know about.
Clairsentience shadows.
Ooh. Ooh, that's sneaky as balls. So you can see from the other shadows.
I detected one, yes. A specific one. Is there an opening at this where she can, like, maybe the ogres are just too large to fit under?
Mm-hmm. That is exactly the case.
Okay, then do I have time to warp, or is that like a first turn thing?
That'd be a first turn thing.
Okay, well, you know what I'm gonna do then?
Yeah, so Barnaby's got 2 seconds on a spell charge. Arthur takes aim. Shadows detected. Granite, you see people starting to do stuff. And you also notice an ogre starting to turn around. Do you do anything in these 2 quick seconds?
Assuming that his shield and axe are already out, I think he's going to stride forward, and the actual action depends on whether or not anybody objected to him taking that have a really loud voice item.
No.
Not at
All
all.
right.
Oh,
And
would anyone mind if I took that strength thing, by the way?
No
no,
objections.
you're good, I think, with that.
Oh,
Uh,
cool. I'll quickly put all that in then.
I vote that the will item should go to a caster also,
That's fine.
if a
Nabble,
caster wants to claim it.
you
Mhm.
notice that people are about to start fighting, maybe. You got a couple of seconds.
Can I stealthily try to go ahead?
Yeah, you could try and run forward a bit stealthily. Be at -5 if you want to move more than you move more than one, or like more than just two.
Nubble goes behind a tree, stealthily.
Let's see. That's pretty good.
Failed by 3. Or no, wait, you're baller, aren't you? Yes. Damn.
Okay,
Nubble's
so
pretty sneaky.
yeah. So in those 2 seconds where all those before described things were just happening, the ogre turns around and is saying, "Shut up! Here's something!" And then turns and sees this, and let's get turn order up. And I have drank so much liquid today that let's have a quick break before we get into this. For
All right.
reasons. For no reason.
Fine with me.
Can you clear it so we can put ourselves on?
I will clear it very quickly now. If you've already rolled, you need to roll again. And we'll be right back. We're back! Roy, so, you're travelling to the capital. It's your first proper day of travel in the afternoon. You come across a pair of old people who say that they were sleeping in a cave when they woke up to find ogres at the entrance. They managed to escape and run away, but all the stuff is still in the cave. You've come up the hill, found these ogres indeed, and Barnaby started getting a fireball ready. Spotting this, Arthur got his arrow ready and took aim. Rayla is hiding in the shadows, plotting shadowy things, getting ready to warp. The goblin has snuck forward, and Granite, the dwarf, has put on a magical neck talk that grants you a booming voice, and stepped forward. And we're up, Sir Arthur. It's your turn. You can see uh, Granite walking forward there, bit calmly, but with axe and shield ready.
He's excited.
All right. So I am going to fire this arrow at that head ogre there.
Rightio.
Aiming for the vitals, so that's out of -3.
Correct.
12.
Oh, sorry, I should have pointed out that the ogres have got a +1 size modifier. And did you account for range? I'm guessing there.
I did, yeah. So 1 second. Let me see. Okay.
Oh yeah,
so give me
it's
one
in the summary, so cool. My bad. Let's see. He's gonna
I
try.
actually didn't take my usual -1 either, so that's actually an 18.
Cool. What's your dodge, bro? It's an 8. He does not manage to dodge. You hit him in the vitals.
All right. 11 piercing, DR divided by 2.
11 piercing. DR divided
To the
by
vitals.
2. What's your DR, bro? Why is it not written here? I'm pretty sure it was this, though. Koi, divided by 2. That means 8 got through. 8 to the vitals times by 3. That's a lot of damage. 24.
24.
Half your HP for a major wound?
Sounds right.
He would be at a -5, but then a +3 because it's a vitals hit. But he still fails. You've stunned him and knocked him down. He was reaching to pick up a big club, but not no more he ain't, because he is stunned and knocked down. Nabble.
Navel's gonna get on top of that tree. You want a climbing check?
Climbing check, please. It's actually like a +2 for climbing a tree.
Okay, that's gonna be
Woo.
Yeah,
well, 16 over a 19 check, so I still succeed by 3.
you good. Start climbing. Barnaby.
Barnaby will take a step forward, and we're gonna throw that explosive fireball right here,
Right there.
right there.
Oh god.
And I actually miscalculated. This is only a 4d6 fireball. Because it's only 2 seconds at this point, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
You started summoning a fireball, and these guys got just as excited as you were.
Okay. So -4 for range, +4 for targeting a square. On the nose.
On the nose. Kaboom.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how this works.
Neither of them are in the hex, so it'll be damage divided by 3, because they're both next to it. So just roll up straight damage.
Man, is that how it works? I'm gonna
Was
get
it
rid of this.
fireball or explosive fireball?
It was explosive fireball.
Then it'll be divided by 3 times the distance, yes.
Oh wow, I think I might take my points back because this might be fucking worthless.
Well, that would just singe both of them. On the nose, it'd be a pretty meaty hit.
Well, that's disappointingly worthless. I spent a lot of energy points on that too.
So,
Does it get better if you level it up, maybe?
No, that's not at all how that works.
Are they explosive or
Oh.
do they fill the entire area, like at full power?
Well, it says
It's
explosive.
treated as an explosion. It paid 75.
Ouch.
Yeah, no, that turns out to actually be kind of worthless.
Too late to change it for this battle, but I'll let you read.
Yeah, no, yeah, no,
Greta.
Damn it, guys, he says really loudly. and heads forward.
Damn you! These two both ready mauls and take steps. Say, like, brother! And brother does not recover from stun. Fucking hell. Arela.
Can she do her warp?
Yeah. With the successful roll. Don't seem to be a problem. Whoop. So you're pretty much half underneath that thing right now. It's kind of slightly raised up. It looks like one of them had been putting sticks in underneath to try and make a kind of cauldron fire, but they've not lit it yet, obviously. And you also see a narrow tunnel wheel ladder leading down deeper.
Cool.
Sir Arthur. Whoops. Sir Arthur.
Alright. I'll do all my usual rolls.
Another arrow's coming out.
Son of a bitch.
You spend a turn drawing an arrow. Barnaby.
I think before it goes to Barnaby,
Oh, right, yeah, it's Nabble, sorry.
Can I toss a telegraph strung dagger at this guy's head? The one that's not-
Can you telegraph a thrown
I
weapon?
don't think you can. I don't think you can telegraph a ranged weapon.
Oh, good to know. So
No.
just going.
Or
I'm checking very quickly because I do
martial
feel
arts 113.
martial arts 113. Oh, I've got that open and I'm right close. Telegraphic attack. No, I do not think you can do it with a ranged attack.
Doesn't
Sorry,
seem
then.
like it.
Could I try just to strongly toss my dagger at that ogre's head?
Yeah, you can do an all out. Can you do an all out strong with a muscle powered ranged weapon?
All out strong is a melee thing, but it is muscle powered. All out attack ranged only has determined or suppression fire.
Aha. So
I don't think determine and suppression fire help here. So just not strong, not all out, just shoot to the head.
you
Is
can
that
get
how it works?
you can get a +1 for an all out.
Okay, so going all out against that on the head. What is the minus to the head? Sorry,
-7 for the skull.
-7.
+1
Tossing.
for his size.
It's only
So
-9 for the eye
-6.
if you wanted to really go for it.
Okay, so all out would be -5. Tossing. Hit.
Oh my god.
And he's stunned, so he can't dodge.
Did you include range?
No.
uh,
With
What
elevation,
penalties
and
were
he's
there?
at -2 range, it should lower it to -1, I'd say.
oh yeah,
If I am at a
Top of
higher
my head.
range?
it really will. It really will because you're higher than him. So yeah, you make it on the nose. And you can
Woo!
attempt to dodge when you're stunned, but you're at a -4 on top of everything else. I don't think he could technically roll right now.
You might not be able to see
3
it either.
failing today.
Some of that gets through. He's got a dagger, not very deep, but slightly in his fucking skull. Does any skull hit force a mage wound, or is it just half HP still? I think it's just half HP still.
I believe any.
I'll go with any. And it's at -10. Wow! He makes it! -10 +3 for high pain threshold. He does not get re-stunned. He were already stunned. I don't know what we're doing. Barnaby.
Barnaby.
It's not a major wound, but it is an HT roll if it's the skull.
Got it.
Sorry.
Just make sure that I can do that. Yes, I can.
I think it's any hit to the vitals or skull. Yeah. Or any critical
And
injury.
well, there's absolutely no reason not to. We're gonna take an attack against that guy.
Move
He's
and
on the ground.
attack.
Move and attack.
You could only target the torso or legs from that position.
That's fine.
Oh wait, and it's it'll be wild anyway. Miss
Miss.
Granite.
He'll take a step forward and go after that guy to his left. Yes, that guy.
Likewise, you can't target the skull simply because it's too high up, or the face, but you can just reach the neck.
All right. We're gonna go center mass.
Unless you've
Torso.
got a reach 2 weapon.
Nope, we traded that out for a couple of
Hmm.
throwing axes.
Yeah, you did. Center mass. Swingy swing.
Yep. Couple of swings though.
Couple of swingy swings. Deceptive 1, you say?
I do.
2 attempted dodge and retreats. One of them's a success. Show me a damage. Owie. Any armor divisor?
Nope.
Nope. Owie. You scratched me! Ow! Alright, yeah, I should not change the HP in the sheet. I should note it on the tokens. There we go. Ogres. He says, Owie! And then he raises his maul and comes to bring it down on top of your granite. Potentially hitting.
That sounds like a wonderful thing to use a block on.
Yeah, it does.
Ooh,
On
only
the nose.
just.
Yeah, it would deceptive 1. But you made it on the nose still.
Oh, geez, yeah.
Stunned ogre. Recovers from stun. And you're like, ugh. Feels his head. There's a dagger in it. What the fuck? Other ogre. Can't resist. He's gonna just take a big step over this tub and make an all-out attack against Barnaby. With the big tree log. Oh, potentially hitting.
We're gonna go ahead and spend a FP, methinks.
You make it.
Unnecessary.
You don't feel like you dodged by quite 4. But maybe you might have made it by 3. Yeah, it's like a big just log with a rock tied to the end, and it slams against one of the bricks here. In fact, it's probably the same type of brick that it's made out of. It's just like... Aurelia.
She will sort of reach up out here and do an all-out double telegraph against this guy's vitals.
Oh, wow.
Actually,
Sneaky.
wait. All-out strong telegraph on the guy's... Wait.
Mm.
Vitals are -3.
Correct. Size +1.
Right, so -2. Yeah, she'll go all-out double telegraphed vitals.
Cool. 2 hits. He does not dodge. Armored Advisor 2. That second one does not get through, but the first one does, and likewise, that toxic damage is painful. So he is at that much HP now. Ow! Hurt! I smell shadow person. Sir Arthur, you've got an arrow ready. Needs
All
drawn.
right. Yep. Going to make that bow check at a -1. Success. Another vitals hit, but against this guy this time.
Rightio. Aiming for just over Barnaby's head. That is
13.
potentially a hit. He will attempt a dodge. He will fail to dodge.
Ooh, not quite as good as last time, but still, decent hit.
Armored Advisor 2, and it's Vitals 0. Right, yep. Ow! Vitals hit. HT at -5 +3. He makes it on the nose, not knocked down and stunned, but he has got an arrow right in his chest. Nabble.
I'm going to toss another dagger at that ogre.
The one that's already got a dagger in his head.
Yes. He's still down, right?
Yeah, he's still laid down. He's woken up
Save
from
attack.
stun, but not moved.
Same type, -5, tossing, and on the nose.
You didn't include the range penalty last time, though, did you?
No, but I also did not include the fact that he was bigger and that I am above on the tree.
Oh,
Well-
so you've not included the size modifier either.
Yes.
Oh, in that case, you're fine then, yeah.
Oh, 7 impaling to the head.
Oh wow, he can attempt, but he failed terribly. It hits 7 impale into the head. Armored
Note that the
Advisor.
skull has 2 extra DR.
Oh, there's no Armored Advisor here, is there?
Nope.
No, I'm
No.
with you, Buster.
Yeah, it bounces
Elevation.
off. It like cuts his skin, but then bounces off his skull. That's sad. Barnaby.
Barnaby will step in to this other guy and we'll stab right at where that arrow hit.
Vitals thrust.
Vitals thrust. God damn it.
You missed. Granite.
Let's try that thing that I tried last time, but this time we're going to be more successful.
Yeah, he can't add a retreat now.
I mean, he can't. Is that a ledge? It might be a ledge.
Yeah, that's a ledge.
It's one hell of a retreat.
2 dodges. Both failed.
Oh, it's consistent.
It is. This is just torso.
Yep, center mass.
Cutting is 1.5. Owie. That's a major wound on the nose. Although... Oh shit. No, he's fine. No penalty, so he's fine because he's got a +3.
It was just the nose.
Ogre's turn. So he just got stabbed in the back, but he's got more pressing issues to the front.
The stab in the back was a myth.
Just a legend. Swing for the dwarf. potentially hitting.
We'll do that block thing again, because this seems like a fun fight. Except for the backstabbing, which feels a little cheaty.
Definitely not a success by 4, but still a success by a little bit. You managed to block. I should have rolled damage before, shouldn't I?
Probably.
Yeah. And I'm looking for it in PDFs, but it's right here. Because
It's a pretty beefy shield, but he might be strong enough.
I'll say you glanced it off last time, but this is like a perfect square on connect. 21 damage?
Damn. Alright, that damages the shield.
What type of shield is it?
This is a dwarven large shield. So, effectively a metal large shield.
Dents it a bit.
A large shield is DR 9 HP 60, plus whatever Dwarven does.
And the metal gives it a +3 to the DR. And doubles the HP.
Cool.
DR 12 HP 120.
Correct.
Need a character sheet just for your shield. Oh wait,
And
I
cover at 42.
missed a couple of ogres. So the one that... I don't know what I'm rolling for because he didn't need to roll. That can be a roll for an attack against Barnaby, which is a terrible miss. And yeah, the guy that's on his back just sits up. There we go, that's the one I'm looking for. Actually, no, it's not. Roll 20, come on, what are you doing to me? Might be time for a Chrome refresh. Arayla.
Arela will do an all-out strong rapid strike, telegraph rapid strike to the whatever.
Fool me once. Shame on you. Fool me twice.
Shame on you.
We won't be fooled again. Show me damages.
Don't they say that in Tennessee?
Burr.
Torso and
Yeah, that's a lot.
torso and
Torso and.
left leg.
Oh, I see. This guy's in pain.
Oh, all out strong. I forgot that. Add 2 to the cutting for each of them.
Yeah, owie. Burp. Wow. He falls unconscious.
Probably also crippled his leg.
Yeah. Toxic. It must still cripple the leg, right?
No multiplier, but it would, yeah.
He has got a lot of HP. What's the... Is
Half.
it a third? A half? Yeah, no, he'd be fine. But it still makes it gun numb, and he falls unconscious. Well done. Well done! These ogres aren't liking the chances suddenly. Sir Arthur.
And the other ogre sees Granite just take a guy down with a hit like that.
Ah!
Alright.
Magic sword. Axe.
There we go.
Arrow out. Arrow drawn. Who's this
Alright,
at?
let's get against the ogre that's just sitting up, a vital hit.
Oh god, this poor bastard. Got hit by an arrow, knocked down. Hit in the skull with a dagger. Another skull bounces off his head, and then as he's sitting up,
Critical hit.
he gets critted to the vitals, right?
Yep.
Show me, roll another 3d6 for the crit. Normal damage only. But he does not get to attempt to dodge. 9 piercing to the vitals becomes 12 damage. Oh, and it just so happens that that takes him to 0 HP. So as well as his major wound check at -5 plus 3, which he did fail. So knocked down and stunned, potentially also unconscious, not also unconscious. He just falls back down. You split the arrow. That's what that crit did for you. You split the arrow already in his heart, and now there's another one in it. Thankfully he's got
You
a
don't miss.
leathery ogre heart. Nabble.
Uh, the guy's still down on the floor, right?
Yep. To hit him in the eye, if you didn't include those other bonuses, you would be rolling against an 11 to hit him in the eye.
Because of the distance, right? Even if it is +1 to hit, and even if it is
No, yeah, because you were aiming for the skull before, but you didn't
yeah.
include
Now
those other sizes.
now I'm gonna aim for the eye. So what would be the best shot that I can do? What would be my total score? Minus how much?
I'm pretty sure it's versus an 11, unless you wait a second to aim.
I don't think aiming gives me anything with daggers. They have like
Oh, is it 0 accuracy?
I think they give me 0 accuracy. Let me confirm it.
I thought it might be 1, but you might be right.
Yes, 0 accuracy.
Never mind. So yeah, I think 11 is your best.
Okay, rolling against an 11 and hoping for the best. Nope.
No, that's you rolled a 10. You put the wrong modifier in.
Well, but I am rolling at a 16. Minus 11, that's I'm rolling at a 5.
-1 distance, +1 all out.
I did not add that up, just a minus 11.
So are we wrong about the range? Are we wrong about the total penalty? Slightly.
That seems like a huge penalty for shooting at somebody that is 4 meters away from me, like always. I
I
don't
think
know
it's a
how
minus
close I
2.
need to shoot
You're shooting for his
at
eyes.
someone. No, I know, but if I shoot the skin, it doesn't matter because with a 7 damage, the DR of the skin takes it away.
That was the skull.
Yeah, you missed. Posture.
Yeah.
We were forgetting posture. Barnaby.
Barnaby is gonna do something like step in here, and this is just gonna be versus the torso. Oh, now I roll well.
Dodge and retreat failed by 1.
And really?
No armor divisor.
Nope.
Just a tiny scratch.
Does any damage get through?
No.
No. Okay.
A 0 damage scratch.
Okay.
So unless you've got contact agent, or no way, that won't be on this.
Well, mostly he does an additional 2 fire damage if anything gets through.
Aha. Granite.
He'll take a step forward and do an all-out throw of his axe at the guy that's still standing. Aiming for the skull, because why the heck not? Hey!
Wow. Trying to dodge. He fails. He were at an extra -1 for already having dodged. Wow.
And now the damage dice like me.
Take 7 off that. You get 8 times 8 by 4. You get 32.
Sounds right.
Major wound check -10 plus 3. -10. He failed by 1. Let's also check unconsciousness while we're here. He passes that. so he is just knocked down and stunned. But on his turn, I'm gonna say he can talk while he's stunned. Although he does recover from it right at the end, and he says, "Yield!" in the common language. Arela.
The only one that was really much of a threat just said yield. You said there was a ladder?
There is, underneath here, leading down into a smelly pit. Very smelly. You can smell it quite strong now, as long as you've got a sense of smell.
She'll detect shadows.
Aye, aye. They spread quite deep. Like I said, it's a fairly big cave under there, and there's quite a few flickering shadows. Aha. Needed to roll for it. It's a self-control check. I think we can end turn order.
Mhm.
Does anyone step in and murder? Because none of these are actually dead. They're all just kind of
Yes.
beat to shit.
1 second. I have to roll self.
Navel's gonna pick up her daggers.
Neville
Bloodlust.
jumps down and picks stuff up. Bloodlust rolls.
Ah, son of a gun. Stop! They have surrendered.
Barnaby, are you straight up finishing him?
Possibly.
Oh, you're looking for your bloodlust self-control?
Yes.
No, you're good. You can stand
Yep.
to let these beasts live.
All right.
Next time, we talk before we start shooting at them.
You talk. We would talk back. We not always violent peoples. You hurt real bad. Take your knife, please. He offers his head to your nabble so you can pull your dagger out. A bit of his brain falls out as you pull it out.
He's an ogre. It's not like he uses much of that.
No, he does not. He's like, bosses not be happy. Thought you were others coming back.
Bosses?
He shouts,
Care to elaborate?
bosses help!
Shit.
You hear some noises from down the ladder. It sounds like goblin language, whispered mutters, but it's carrying up the ladder quite well.
Granite will attempt to retrieve his axe, although I'm going to make a first aid check to do so in a not horrible manner. No.
Arthur's going to pull out an arrow, not ready it, but just have an arrow out.
They don't seem like they want to fight anymore. That one loses a bit more brains as you pull your axe out.
I'll attempt to patch up this one, I guess. IQ -4.
He pushes you away. He's like, no. And he's like picking up mud and jamming it in his wounds. He's like, I do ogre medicine.
Well, alright then. I apologize for shooting you with an arrow without first discussing it.
Where's the cave?
Rayla will move her vision to somewhere in the ladder.
Burp. You see this map. So you can probably ignore everything that's not just right here. You can see a few goblins with bows and arrows up on a ledge about 2 meters high. You can also see a cart like with supplies. There's a few torches dotted around in here. It's not pitch black everywhere, but it is pretty dark in a lot of places.
There are goblins down there. I, if we want, I could. Oh god, it smells awful. I can smell it from up here.
You can also hear a kind of animal-y sound. Sounds a bit like a pig. Rooting around.
There's also some sort of swine.
Would I need an observation or something to know what's going on here?
Elaborate on what's going on here.
Well, there's big noises and goblins here, so they probably are either, in her knowledge, murdering them for food or using them for, riding, stock like, a man would
So
ride a horse.
they they are either food or war beasts.
So, yes.
Observation would tell you that, but you'd need to like get in there and have a look around.
Well, Navel is gonna stealthily, so first stealth. Get in there and have a look around.
Okay. Dabble's sneaking in.
Has anyone seen Nabble lately?
She went down the ladder.
Jared, can you help local?
I heard the goblins coming towards it.
And an observation success by 1. So, yeah, Nabble's down there for like 5 minutes. You can hear some more goblin talking down there.
Wait, weren't they coming towards the ladder?
No, they weren't climbing up it, or you heard them trying to whisper at the bottom of it. But you heard them maybe approach it and then leave.
Should I try here to see what they're talking about?
Yeah, I were about to get to it. Sorry.
Oh, sorry. I wasn't sure if I had the option, so I wanted to ask if I could.
So you're sneaking down there, moving around, and you can see there are a few goblins, 5 or 6 goblins, and a couple of orcs, and a hobgoblin, and they definitely training boars as fighting creatures in this cave. There's a couple of like tents and sleeping areas set up in here.
So this is basically a war camp.
It's been here for a while for sure. Like these guys haven't moved in here in the last few hours.
Yeah. So, excuse me. Navel is going to come back, and she is going to look at the group and kind of like motion you guys away from the pit so that the noise does not go down. And she will explain how this whole place is a war camp. They're training war beasts, and there's a lot of goblins and a lot of orcs. She could
not
count
that
more
many,
than
really. Kind of less than were in the mine, but they better armed. And,
okay, so
and look better
better
trained.
armed, but they're about 10. It's as many as she saw, right?
Yeah, about 10. Also, you did hear them talking. They were like having a whispered conversation. And one of the goblins was saying to the boss, "Boss, Ogre's upstairs call for help. We think someone attacking them. Maybe old man and woman. Maybe stupid Gus and Brenda." And then Orc's like, "If it's them, then Ogres need no help. We see. If anyone comes down, we will be ready. Get the others up here with the bows, and you be ready to open the gates if anyone comes in," he says to the hobgoblin.
Okay. So, what we know is, and what she tells everybody is, their boss is an orc. They have lieutenant, leader, captain, whatever you want to call hobgoblin that has the gate, and a lot of goblin with bows ready to rain upon us as soon as they spot us. So she then looks at the group. What's the plan?
Perhaps a bit more scouting. I don't think they could have gotten the pigs down without a ladder.
Did you see their belongings?
I can check.
She will explain how she saw like a war camp and some tents, right? Look,
Yeah, there's a couple of tents built up down there.
yeah, a couple of tents built up down there. She will give you like how many ladders you got to go through to get to them.
Sounds like the old woman may have been lying to us in that case. There's no way they set up a war camp that
They
quickly.
they did talk about the old man and the old woman trying to reach them. It seems they might not be what they seem. She says in a more goblin voice. Sorry, I'm having trouble with my throat.
Don't worry about it. Are you doing more detect shadows to try and find alternate entrances?
How far down are they?
Like about 5 meters under the ground.
Okay, yeah. Can you just flip me to that page then, and Aurelia will kind of just
I'll take
visibly
everyone
zone out.
over there because Nabel also explained a bunch of what she saw.
Does this look like an exit?
No, sorry, these are sealed walls. There doesn't seem to be any way in or out other than that ladder. And indeed, it looks like you would have a very hard job getting them pigs out. Maybe not impossible, like they would just fit through the hole.
Sealed, like just a rock fall?
Yeah, it's it's meant to it's just because this map had exits on either side that I didn't want, so I was closing them off. It's just a closed cavern.
More wall.
More wall. Solid
There's
wall.
no other way out of there. I have no idea how they got the pigs in. That's kind of frightening. How do we want to proceed here?
Do you see their things?
Oh, I see what you mean. Does she see the people's stuff?
There is a cart of stuff. You no idea how that cart got down here either.
What sort of stuff?
Some food, some supplies, a couple of chests that look a bit out of place.
Are there arrows? Like
Uh,
human-sized bow arrows?
there are a few human-sized bow arrows in there, yeah.
This stuff is there, yes.
Are we like on a hill or something?
Yes.
Can we like go downhill and wander around for a minute?
Yep.
Like while they're all doing that, as soon as they say there's like pigs and stuff, yeah, I think Barnaby's gonna head downhill a ways and like kind of zigzag across the hillside.
I think. Have you got search?
I do indeed.
Oh, wow,
Success by
look at that.
5.
So, you do find a tunnel. Like a recent tunnel, you think? Oh, I don't know if you'd know about that. Yeah, it looks recent enough. There's like fresh dirt. And they've been digging through soil until they've hit rock. And then they've given up. Give me a hearing check, please.
From who, sorry?
From Barnaby.
Oh,
Oh,
damn.
wow, yeah. Like, you press your ear right up against the rock, and you think you can hear a pig rooting around on the other side. It's like maybe just a couple of meters of rock between you and
ACAB.
between you and the cops. But either
Well,
way, it's still not an entrance.
it's not an entrance.
It looks like they want it to be an entrance. But I haven't quite got round to it yet.
If only someone had an explosive spell.
Yeah, I was just thinking of that.
I'd take that.
Yeah.
Especially with some dwarf stone knowledge worked in, probably.
Why would I have dwarf stone knowledge?
Well, you wouldn't, but you might know
Oh,
someone
yeah.
you could ask that might.
Yeah, I'll head back up the hill and tell everybody about this.
Chimes in. And yeah, you get the impression that were never another entrance, but they want to make an entrance that they can get the pigs out, maybe?
It makes sense. Who wants to go into their cave with a ladder?
Okay.
So, shall we climb down and get the stuff?
I could probably just grab it, but if they are a warband, should we deal with them?
I think we should deal with them.
Alright, Nabil could probably get back down the ladder. I can get wherever I want in there. Can you use another fireball or something to help them out with their cave renovations?
I think I could do that.
Cool.
Power energy, how does that work? Drawing energy from the matter around him.
Jib, 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 jib.
What's this?
What's this? Just James
Okay.
mumbling, but
No, I'm sorry. I was just seeing if I'd be able to recover some energy.
No, I mean the thing I'm pinging.
oh, that's a tent thing, like a little crappy hide tent.
Is there someone in it?
No.
Alright, well, I found a place to hide in there. Wait for you guys to make a commotion.
Yeah, don't go until you hear the fireball explode.
I'll wait there then. So, Nabil, you'll head down the ladder. Hopefully the explosion will create enough of a distraction that we can pick them off from behind, or... These are your people. Do you want to possibly negotiate?
They're not the same tribe of goblins that she's from, right?
No, not that you recognized.
She shakes her head. I don't care about them. It's like different human villages. Nobody they don't care about each other. Same of us.
Hey, Granite,
Mm-hmm.
do you want to come with me?
And do what?
Well, so it might help if you like knock on that wall, see if maybe like you can make some noise on the side of that wall, and then we explode it.
I mean, if you can explode it, that'd be great. Sure. But I don't.
That's-
I don't want to be stuck outside when the fight happens.
Neither do I.
There's been a misunderstanding. The wall will be exploded to give you guys access.
Hoping to blow all the way through.
But like I said, if you can explode the wall, great.
Like,
I just
Did-
don't want to be stuck outside.
Luke, can I get through that wall?
Probably. You think probably.
Probably.
It's, with an explosive fireball, probably. If you hit just right, there's some cracks in it already,
Okay.
and you've shot one perhaps bigger than that back home all the time.
Okay. Yeah.
Arayla, do you
Then-
just disappear in shadows?
Yep.
Sir Arthur didn't even get to say what he was going to do.
I will. So the wall's going to be behind this group of archer goblins, right?
No, the wall that's going to get blown up is actually in the pig pen. You pretty sure?
Oh shoot. And Aurelia can't teleport other people with her, can she?
No.
No,
Well, do you
Shoot.
weigh less than
he does not.
I can guarantee you, no. I'm wearing
20 pounds?
I'm wearing 152 pounds of gear.
But nude, do you weigh less than 20 pounds?
I'm a strength 15, rather tall guy, around 6 foot. No.
Not
For
made out of
you.
polystyrene. Either ladder or cave entrance. Make your decision. Aurelia's disappeared.
I'll go by the explosives, I guess.
Explosive entrance.
I'll actually have my longsword out this time instead.
Nabble.
Is that the magical longsword we found?
Yeah, the deflecting one.
Nice.
Cool.
I'd like to do some scouting, but we're gonna come from here, right?
Most people will be coming from the boar pen.
Oh, okay, so from here.
Aurelia is just going to teleport in anywhere she wants in the darkness.
I will then try to go down sneakily again and see what else I can find. As I was asked.
There is no entrance in that area until the explosion happens.
You probably could get over there. You could put yourself just about anywhere in this space
Oh, okay.
without being spotted. But it will take very sneakiness to get up there or into the pig pen.
Okay,
I'd imagine a lot of sneakiness to get past around here.
How about a success by 5?
Yeah, you'd be alright. You could get in into there without being spotted.
Okay. Do you want an observation to see what I see at this moment? Maybe something that I could use for a distraction?
I don't need another observation. Ooh. I mean, there's plenty in that cart that you could throw around and make a lot of noise. There's like clay and glass jars and jams and pickles.
Any living things?
You what, sorry?
Any living things, like a little cage with an animal. Tiny board.
No.
Any explosives?
Why is she want to make a distraction?
Oh, so that it's easier for you to do whatever you do without being spotted.
We're
There's
about to
already
blow up a wall.
an explosion about to happen.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, there's about to be a distraction.
So, can I just make a check to see what's on the card and just then my turn?
Yeah, you can give me a search if you want to rummage through that cart quick.
By 6.
There is a fair bit of money hidden in there, underneath some cloths.
I'll take it and put it on the party sack.
Give me another stealth if you want to start taking it now. It will be jingly coins.
Jingle jingle. The minus
Yeah, like a -3.
by 3.
You're alright. Yeah, no one seems to notice you grabbing big sacks full of coins.
Shiny, shiny.
And as you're doing that, people outside, dwarf, you see the wall. Barnaby asked if you
He
could maybe
does.
bang on it a bit to gather some attention there.
Sure. He'll whack at it a few times with the axe.
You chip off a couple more cracks. You reveal a crevice that goes in a couple of, like few inches.
Yeah, ogres suck at mining, he says.
In the cave, you all hear that chipping And orcs are like, "Oh, what that noise? What's going on over there? Check it out, Ordo." And the boar gate gets opened slightly and he slips in. The boars are like grunting. And he will walk right up. And he says, I think someone is picking at wall. Maybe ogres are back at work like we tell them. And then... Perfect. Let's get turn order back up, shall we? I believe you'll need to reset your speeds. I'm just not even going to give him a turn.
I'd imagine even if he is a meter or two from the site of the explosion, it just comes out through the tiny cracks.
He gets buried.
He's potentially totally fine underneath the rocks.
If you can't see him, you don't know he's hurt.
Perfect. Slow goblins. Slightly less slow orcs.
So when you like blow up rocks and create a bunch of rock dust, it can be a bit carcinogenic.
Noted.
Yes. We're all so concerned about that cancer.
Everyone take terminal illness.
I mean,
Except Arela and Nabble.
if we're gonna go with that, you might as well take terminal illness, mortality.
Everyone take terminal illness mortality. Also, this is a asbestos. This is an asbestos mine. Just bear that in mind. Oh, Sir Arthur, the rock wall in front of you explodes.
At least it's well insulated.
Give me a vision check at a like -4, please.
Surprised the fireball was that effective.
Nope.
No, yeah, all you can see is rock dust through there at the minute. Nabble, very loud noise over there. Lots of rock dust. Fill in
On this side, right?
You what?
On this side, right?
No, way over to the right in the bullpen.
Oh, okay. Could I turn this card?
Yeah, you could move that cart, or you want to turn it like 90 degrees.
I want it to face this way.
Yeah, you can do that.
Because this seems to be like the exit place, right?
Yeah, that's a ramp.
Yeah, I'll like it to face this way.
Okay. Are you trying to be sneaky?
Yes.
Give me a stealth, please.
Got it.
You'll not be able to turn it
Yeah.
the whole way on this turn if you're being sneaky, I don't think.
No problem. I'll take my turn. Sneaky, sneaky. The other way around.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Yeah, you push it from the little.
Yep. Gotcha.
That's my turn.
Yeah, you can turn it to about there, I think. Barnaby. Vision check, please. I forgot to roll speed for the warhogs.
Probably not.
No, yeah, not.
You know, we could just leave after having pretty much done them a solid.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Granite vision -4, please.
Failure by 1.
No, you can kind of see a shape through the rock dust, but you're not sure what it is.
He's proceeding in.
Just walking through the rock dust.
I mean, he's leading with a shield, but yes.
Cool. I should have mentioned to the others that you could have done that. You could have drawn arrows and got them ready if you wanted. You could have already had an arrow drawn and ready, though. Speed.
And he's also going to say, he's starting a sentence, and it's, give up now! But there's more to it.
You heard pig squeal noises coming from the other side. What are you still doing here? Give up now, did you say?
Give up now. The full sentence is going to be give up now and nobody will get hurt.
Gotcha.
But he starts giving them a warning, and it's very loud.
Orcs are like, ah, the fuck is that? Not good. Arela. Noom.
Alright, we'll head out that way.
You being sneaky?
What's the minus? Minus 5?
Yeah.
Minus 5 plus explosion.
That's yeah, pretty good. So failure by 3. But these guys are gonna be at. Yeah, no one turns around. It's not the turn. Sir Arthur, is it? Yes, Sir Arthur. Vision check, please. Only a -2 this time.
Success!
You see a big, scary pig. You can just make out its shape through the rock dust, and it's facing you all on, like.
Oh, I don't know if you heard me earlier, but I'm actually got my longsword out right now.
Oh, yeah, you do. Right.
How far away is that? Exactly 6. That's within my movement range. What's the minus for just charging ahead and attacking?
-4, but your final skill can't be better than 9.
It's going to be an 8.
Nice.
Anyway, so here we go.
Oh,
One lower than a 9. Oh, but it's also got a size modifier of +1, so you wouldn't be at 9. But you still miss.
Yeah.
What's the light level for them?
Light level in here is also. Yeah. Light level and dust -4 in this area at the minute.
How
It'll
much
drop.
is dust and how much is light?
fortunately, I'm holding a torch.
1 is dust, or
Baby, don't hurt me.
3 is liced. Liced, light. This is the brightest area of the cave. It seems the boars are treated with torches more than they bother over here. Warboars. It's gonna try and gore you. It's got sharp, pointy tusks, and it tries to. Oh, oh shit! I don't think that's a crit. Let me double check. That's a crit. You can't defend.
Oh, well, shoot.
You do wear a lot of armor though, and also this is wild. The location is the 4.
That's not
Is the
good.
where?
The 4, the skull.
Oh,
Through the dome, yo. That's
Uh,
not good.
Yeah, let's hope that you have got good armor.
10.
+2 for your skull bones. You'll probably be alright.
That's with the +2.
Oh, that's with the +2.
Yeah.
I hope somebody's witnessing him.
Oh. Lucky. What did I get there? What is that? A 5 and a 1. Yep.
And this is why I wear such heavy armor.
Bong. Boar tusk connects with the side of your helmet. Other boar is turning and looking, and it does that thing with its foot like a bull, like pawing at the dirt. Nabble. Still moving that.
Yep. Need another check?
Yep, another stealth, please, if you're being sneaky still.
Sneaky, sneaky.
Oh, wow. Yeah, it's about ready. It is slightly downhill as well.
Awesome. That's my
Barnaby.
turn.
Okay, I'm sorry. Can I would have been casting Fireball last turn. Like, would you be okay with retconning that one?
Yeah, so you were preparing it.
Yeah,
Charging.
so... Yeah, continue charging it.
Still charging this turn. Fireball gets a bit
Yes.
bigger, bit hotter looking. Granite.
Making that vision check?
No, you're all right
Or
now.
can we just...
You can
Okay.
see it. It's at. You've stepped forward enough that the dust's cleared.
Alright. He'll advance on his.
Boar chosen. Arayla.
Arela will step and no, she will just all out double this dude here. Telegraphed all out double vitals. That actually, is he wearing armor?
He is wearing armor. It does cover the vitals. Neck's clear. He's not wearing a helmet.
Telegraphed all out double neck. One second.
Both hits. He does not dodge. That's pretty brutal. 2 times damage to the neck. Ow. And then plus that toxic. Ow. 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 Death check. Ho ho! Major wound. All Hex likes major wound and consciousness. He's conscious, but he's knocked down and stunned. He's bleeding profusely from his neck. Goblins maybe notice this. At least one of them, maybe. This one turns and yelps. Ah! But these ones are kind of stepping right up to the edge and drawing the bows. And Orc just says, "Get down there! Order, what is that?" And he takes a full move maneuver. And Sir Arthur.
Alright. Going to take. I can move 1 hex and not take any penalties, right?
Correct.
Cool. Just move over to the side like that. Going to swing at its neck. It's got a size modifier of +1, right?
Correct.
Alright, so total of -4. Another 8. Let's see. Another miss.
Boo. Wobber. It's going to gore you again. And that's potentially a hit. You may dodge.
Okay, cool. Ah, shoot.
Location is probably not as fun. The 13, which is the left leg.
Alright. You're going for a total DR of. Is it crushing?
It is cutting.
So 9.
9. Oh, on the nose.
Yep.
Other warboar. Other warboar. Charge! Potentially hits you. Dwarfy. Granite. The other warboar finishes winding up and starts its charge towards you. Coming in real fast.
Alright, we're gonna try that thing that I looked up earlier, because it's too cool not to use. He's going to try a trip attempt with a feverish dive.
Of course you are.
What?
With a dive. You're gonna do the dive
What?
I'm going to do the
Yes.
trip. Nice.
The dive is towards him. The goal is for me to end up in his direction, him to end up in my direction, so we're not actually near each other on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
I recently discovered this technique and it's fantastic.
Amazing. Martial arts 120.
Martial arts
One-
81.
81. I'm way off. Oh right, our ranged attack options still.
It's the technique called trip. It's a technique that modifies unarmed parries.
Yeah,
That was a sumo roll or sumo wrestling parry.
with your strength, you don't need to worry about the boar's strength.
I mean, I'm sure he's got me beat, but I'm at least in the ballpark.
Yeah, and especially when you're using the dive maneuver. And it says if you've got strength 14, then only strength 40 plus giants would be a problem.
Dang.
Oh shit.
At least in trying to trip. But at strength 8, you could not stop a strength 14 opponent. That's interesting. On a success they fall. Oh, they may make a DX or acrobatics roll at -5. Boar does not have acrobatics. Does not have DX 17. It trips.
That's good. This would be embarrassing if it just turned around and trampled me.
And it keeps moving quite a bit as it trips. Rolls over like 3 times. It's currently, on its back, with its legs pointing up at an angle. It's gone all stiff, like when goats deactivate. Nabble.
I'm going to. Let's see.
Oh,
Can I hold my action?
yeah, you want to wait to push that to try and hit those guys with it.
Yeah, whenever this is the boss, right?
Yeah, that's the guy in charge. He's the orc.
Whenever the boss and hopefully more goblins go through this place, I want to drop it. That's my turn.
Got ya. You honestly think, based on the way he's moving, it might be a good idea to do it now?
Oh, then I release it.
Yeah, like give it a bit of a push even, because the ground's not on that much of a slant, and it's a bit uneven.
I will release it then. I'm not sure what role you need for that.
ST?
That'd be more to get the speed. Just give me a DX check, please.
Roger. By 7.
Wow. Yeah, you said it rolling off down there. Barnaby, you're up.
Barnaby is gonna move forward. Oh, fuck. That's actually, you know what?
The dust has
What's-
settled enough that you'd see that boar. It would have rolled into the dust in front of you.
Okay, what's the penalty for throwing something at a prone target?
-2 for posture?
-2 for posture, and it's +1 for size?
Yes.
Alright. Well.
Can do some magic.
We're gonna throw some magic. This is just torso.
You hit. It does not dodge. It's got its back to you at the minute. Its legs are pointing towards there.
22 burning damage.
Wow! Wow! Ow!
Oof.
You
Imagine if that hit the
smell
skull.
hog roast.
I smell bacon.
You do indeed smell bacon. Ow. Ow. That's a major wound. Oh, no way. Oh, no, wait, that's on the nose. Sturdy, sturdy warhog. Granite. Either way, it's extra crispy still.
Start standing up.
Quite a railer.
The goblin who noticed her, what's that one armed with?
Bow and arrow. Short bow.
She will go ahead and all out long him.
Ooh, rad.
Any armor?
Yeah, it looks like leather on the torso, skull, legs and arms, neck, face, eyes, all three, hands, feet.
Ooh, in that case, legs.
That's a hit.
Possibly.
Oh wait, right, yeah, he can dodge. He dodges and retreats, but he's still hit. Bad footing.
Oh, he's about to have worse footing then.
Yeah, he is. Hey, oh, ow, he is. Oof. That'll cripple a leg on one of these guys. Major wound for a crippled leg. Oh, down he goes. Yeah, we can just take him out, I think. Other goblins, so this one notices you. Ah! And steps back, draws his arrow. Goblin on the floor, orc on the floor. Does he recover from stun? No. Orc at these steps carries on forward to the gates and puts his hands on them. Other goblins move forward. Do they notice the car? This one does. He says, "Huh?" and just like steps to look better. And then we're back to Sir Arthur.
Alright, so Arthur's going to go for a slightly easier shot. To the side again. Just for the sake of, like, theatrics.
No
What's
worries.
it called? -2 because it's a vital shot, and then size modifier. He should not be in melee, I guess.
You should be a go all out telegraph.
I don't know any of these, so I don't know how to look up all the penalties and such.
So all out attack takes away your defense next turn. But in melee, you can either give yourself a +4 to hit, or extra damage, or
Okay, what
take
book
an
is it
extra
in?
attack. I forget where in basic set. If anyone could point out, it'd be basic set 2, combat turn sequence, melee attack options, page 3. That's not where all out attack is though.
Which one are you looking for? It's just in the cheat sheet.
Cheat sheet. Get that cheat sheet sent over. I don't think CD will have it. But yeah, that thing's amazing. That'll help you.
Cool. I'll keep
Either
that in
way on
mind.
this for now. That warbot steps back. Twisty twisty. Cause for a bite. That is another crit. This boar's on fire. Location is the 15.
The other boar is on fire.
They're both on fire.
Okay, so it's potentially hit your... Oh, well, it has hit your hand. What is hand
And
DR?
only 5.
I also need to roll for the crit. I forgot to do that last time. Normal damage only.
Wait, you have hand DR?
Gauntlets.
Yes, gauntlets.
11 damage to the hand.
So 6.
Ooh.
Yeah, 6. What's your max HP?
What?
Oh, yeah,
15.
which hand? Low left, high right. It's your left hand.
Alright, so 15. Not quite half.
It will cripple it. It only needs to be a third to cripple an extremity. So your left hand is outer action for the rest of this fight. Other warboar
Well, definitely not using my bow then.
turns and gets to Standy. Nabble.
Take one step and toss a dagger at this goblin snake. What is my negative bonus?
1 sec. I'm just putting. There we go. That one there. 5 meters, 2 up.
-5 to neck.
-5 to neck. You've got dark vision. If you go to ranged, then on this third one down, you've got a range calculator. So you can put in that it's like 5 away, +2 up. And you're at -3 to hit for range. So -8 total if you're aiming for neck.
Okay, -8. Hoping for the best. Oh wait, before I can do that, I can go all out for a +1, right? So that will make it +7.
Correct.
-7.
-7, correct.
I'm gonna all out, and I missed by 1.
Oh, that's a shame. Right close. It goes just
Really
past
close.
his neck. Barnaby.
Yep.
Barnaby is gonna. Fuck it. Let's go all out strong. We're gonna stab it.
Is your sword on fire?
My sword is on fire.
Awesome.
We are gonna stab it.
In the butt.
In the butt.
Groin.
Groin. Yeah, perfect.
There's technically a penalty to hit groin, we'll just say torso. You would have made it with that penalty.
Yeah, I think the butt. I'm calling the butt.
Show me damage. Show me butt damage.
Really?
Yeah, that's a bit lame. But
You're chuckling too hard to swing.
it's just like running over your sword like
Well, that's impaling, so.
It is exactly enough to take it to 0 HP.
And then it takes 2 fire damage.
Oh, it's enough to take it to -2 HP. But it does not fall unconscious. Granite.
Standing up.
Rayla.
She'll turn to face the goblin who has just drawn the arrow back. Take a step, point her sword at him and say, "Surrender."
Oh, wow.
That's quite power.
Add whatever modifiers applicable. He did just see that his allies got demolished.
He did. He also rolled a 5. He's just gonna scream, "Never!" And he misses. Because it's too dark and you're hard to hit.
Oh, can I try parry missile weapon anyways?
Yeah, it's close enough. He only missed by 2. That's what you get. I think you've dropped your sword. roll on crit miss.
Hubris.
Hubris. Yeah, it gives 3d6.
Excuse me.
Oh, all out strong. Thank you for reminding. Yeah, you're being censored. Cancel time. 17. No, that's too rude. Let's strain a limb or
Oh,
pull a
man.
muscle. Animals fail so miserably that they lose the nerve and turn and flee. Look at you, not. No, I'm not. I'm not having you strain a missile or wrench a limb. You've just looked really dumb. You just looked so dumb. So this one's gonna get his already. He takes aim at you, Nabble,
Okay.
and oh no, yeah, it's gonna be on your next. Did I forget to move the cart last turn? You threw a dagger, didn't you?
Yes. You
Yeah,
forgot to put the
so
card.
so the cart should be like right there, and moving a little bit quick now. And yeah, he pushes them doors open and takes a step forward, and then like kind of turns his head back to see what's that noise. Sir Arthur.
Alright, so determined strong. That gives me a +4. Size modifier +5. It's at a total of +2 if I aim for the neck. Or, sorry, if I aim for the vitals. Let's try this again. Now working with a 14.
Do it.
Huzzah!
Potentially a hit. It can try and dodge, but it fails terribly. 8 cutting damage to the neck.
I said vitals. I didn't realize that it didn't do extra damage to vitals.
You can thrust with it, so it'd be, but it wouldn't be swing damage. Then it'd be thrust plus a bit.
Yeah. 1d6 +4 then. Ooh, more damage.
Oh,
And
nice.
then it's impaling, so
That one has not been damaged yet. So 7 gets through to the vitals, becomes ×3 minus 21. That's a major wound. It's on that much HP. It's rolling for the major wound. It's succeeding because it's badass. And it's its turn. Has it got high pain threshold? Have you got high pain threshold? No, you do not. It turns and starts running.
huzzah!
It like squeals and heads for that entrance that's just been made in the side of the cave. Nabble. Wait, there's another warboar. Can it do anything? It can. It's gonna turn around, but to manage a full turnaround with the creature like this, it's gonna become a move and attack. Oh, which it potentially makes against you, Barnaby. Oh, you went all out last turn. You went all out last turn.
Wait, it's gonna attack? I thought it was crouching.
Oh, bollocks, it was crouching. So it can't turn all the way around and, yeah.
I
It gets to
that
its
was a
feet
calculated maneuver.
and turns slightly around. Damn. Nabble.
I'll try to send another dagger to this goblin's throat. We said -7, right?
Yep. It'd only be -6 now.
Still a miss. But I'm not sure if the card finally hits the boss.
It will, yes. Or it can try and dodge out of the way. He tries, but he does not get fully out of the way. And it's gonna run over his leg or arm.
Actually, it's only a -3.
For range.
4 meters, elevation -2.
We're
Rate
aiming
fire 1.
for the neck as well, though.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's a -5 to the neck.
so a total -8.
So worse than a -6.
And worse because size modifier.
Does he have a negative size modifier?
No,
I thought
they're
it was like-
they're equal.
Cool.
Yeah,
Oh, right,
we're
right.
both goblins.
But it's thrown.
Goblins at 0.
I am at a
Goblins are
minus
size modifier
one.
0.
Yep.
Yeah, goblins are at a 0. I am specifically at a -1 because I'm a shorter goblin.
On average, they're at the lower end of 0. But you missed. But that cart did connect. And ow. I'll just use the War Boars sheet to do this. Collision. $11. Crushing damage. To the torso. He just gets booshed. And probably falls down. Yes. And cart does move further than that. Oh god.
Not the other pig.
Rolling in out of nowhere.
That one's not even meant to be there. It's not real. That's a bear if you look closely. I was like, oh, there's a good pig. And like, well, shit, no, it's a bear. Find an actual pig. Barnaby. It looks like it really wishes it could have turned an attack on last turn.
I'm sure it does. Barnaby is going to go ahead and step here and stab it in the vitals.
Between the ribs, to the side. Hunter kill. It does not dodge because it's at half move and dodge.
Ah!
I was just going to be like, it dodged! But no, it did not.
Plus 2 fire damage.
Death check. Succeeds, but it's really not looking good. Technically, oh no, it's at multiples, so it fails its consciousness. Maybe not quite, but either way. I don't want to see you just murder a pig in cold blood. Hack it to death. Granite.
Excuse me, there was no hacking in that.
Poke
They
it to
do
death.
to innocent civilians.
Innocent civilians I could watch all day.
He'll move forward and take a swipe at that guy's as he goes past. Can you target locations with movement attacks?
No.
Pretty
I
sure
do
you
not.
can't. All right.
Yeah.
So takes a swipe with the shield.
And yet human pigs, absolutely, I could watch get killed all day. Animal pigs, not so much. Unless it's them Paw Patrol bastards.
Potential hit.
Potential hit.
Fucking man bear pig.
Rolling for location because it amuses me.
13 is the left leg. He could technically try a dodge. He failed it terribly. You poke his leg up a bit, yeah? Ow! He says. Arela.
She'll go pick up her sword.
You didn't drop it. You just looked stupid.
Oh, okay, then she'll kill the goblin. All out double neck. Actually, no, just all out double. Deceptive. 1.
Dodge and retreats.
Retreat where?
Down this cliff. He fails one of them.
So 1 hit.
Yeah, 1 hit, and he is also not sticking that landing. 2 meters, HP, whatever it is. Combat tab, tools.
Takes 6 after half DR plus
Sorry.
plus 11.
That's plenty to at least knock him out, and then with that brutal crushing damage for the falling on a hard rock to the only right leg, but still he shatters. Bone pops out his right leg. His neck turns poisonous. We can ignore this fella now. Goblins.
Less poison, just more more hostile to life.
This one that you've been throwing daggers at, he aimed at you. He may as well go for it. Let's go for it. Let's go for it. Potentially hits your nabble. You may attempt to dodge.
I'll try to dodge then.
You can add a drop if you want to end up on the floor.
Can I toss daggers from the floor?
You can throw from the floor.
I'll roll then. Defense, dodge and drop, and boop.
Boop.
Success.
Aye aye. Move 1 hex anywhere you want, and you're laying down. Arr, he says. And this orc is just like, oh, he's not holding a weapon. He could try and grab for Granite's arm. I'm making a GM check. He looks like he's dead. He goes from crawling to lying down. I think we can end combat. No, not quite yet. Sir Arthur. It looks like that boar's running away. It's quite dark in this cave, deeper in for you. So you can't see
Yeah, I
it.
wouldn't be able to see it really. So this guy's given up?
He looks like he's died.
Ah! This boar still wants to fight though?
No, that boar looks like it's about to die.
Oh, shoot. Alright, I guess I'll just try to move a little further in. The facing.
Cool. This war boar. I already decided that it had fallen unconscious. What am I doing? Nabble?
They give up? Or
You're not sure. He did fire an arrow at you last turn.
okay. Another dagger.
It was an arrow of surrender.
There's a little white flag attached to it.
Surrender. Oh, I hit this time.
Oh wow. He does not manage to dodge.
Or impaling to the neck.
Yeah, that hurts. That's a major wound. He succeeds, but he's got a dagger in his neck and he's bleeding from there, and he doesn't look happy about that. Barnaby.
Um, This pig's just about dead, right?
Just about. Slightly laboured breathing.
Well, it would be cruel to leave him like that. Can I just safely say that I coup de grace, like
Yeah.
just slit its throat?
Don't need a roll against an immobilized enemy.
Yeah.
You can finish it off. Boom.
Next time you're slightly gasping after walking upstairs.
I'm gonna get finished off.
Trudge forward.
Cool. You'd see that goblin as you come around the corner. Arayla.
How's my orc friend doing?
Right. He recovered from stun. But he's not moving. He's been assessing the situation. He looks like he's probably going to surrender.
Walkity, walkity, walkity.
Just walking or also stab at it?
No, just walkity.
Good. Goblins. This one, like, as you walk up to him, he just screams. And he tries to jump down here. Our GM rolled it, but he makes it. And he carries on moving a bit. And is like just running away, Nabble. Likewise, this goblin is going to see you, Granite, and go like, ah!
So this one just gave up and run away, right?
It looks like he's running away, yeah.
Same with this one. Okay.
Same with that one.
Okay.
You should have waited. You should have waited to trip Granite.
Don't have to. It's a parry. You can just do it.
You could just do it when someone's running past. Getting yourself
He
reaction
failed, though.
rolls. Trip gives you reaction rolls.
It's a tax of opportunity for people running past you. It's amazing.
It is amazing. Everyone take trip. I suppose everyone could try and do it anytime anyway. Just at the penalty. At default.
I don't like penalties.
It's, I think end turn order.
Mm-hmm.
In that case, can Arela jump into the shadows ahead of our fleeing goblin friend?
You absolutely can. There's two goblins fleeing towards you. They get to here and they scream.
Please stop.
Ah! Surrender! We yield! We yield!
You're part of a warband, right?
No, no longer. No longer warband.
Of course.
The orc up here has like got to his knees. He's sat holding his bleeding neck. And he shouts over, "Silence, fool! Weakling!"
Oh, Arela will go over and heal him of 3 points of damage.
3 points of damage. The wound closes up, but he's still like weak and sickly, sat there holding his belly.
I've got an injured orc over here if we want to interrogate someone more intelligent.
Sorry.
What do you want to ask them?
They're orcs. They're warband. What more is there to know?
You two, what are you guys doing here?
Point to the goblins.
Mhm.
We raise pigs. We have inn. Orc shouts again, "Silence!
Why'd you attack the old people?
Attack old people." Gus and Brendalina? We kick them out for stealing. They part of group. They very helpful for a long time. But enough of their thefts. They are not fair part of group, tribe. So they are exile. We tell ogres they are not welcome. Smash their heads when they come back.
Ugh. This is just a waste of time.
Oh, Gus and Brendolina, what they tell you? We are bad people? They are us.
It doesn't matter. I'm done here. Are we done here? Looks at the others.
No, we gotta
Alright.
stab the
You-
old man now.
No,
You
so
see
we
that
leave.
Barnaby is like hacking out like pieces of that pig.
You're cleaning it, butchering.
Oh
Is this
yeah.
a chicken?
What'd you say, Jared?
Is this a cock?
Oh, what?
But you
Chicken.
can also
Where?
The lower left. If he
Oh.
doesn't already see the pinging, it's not going to help to ping more.
No, but it totally is.
It's just a crate. And
Okay.
no chicken.
Yeah, no, you can totally see that as Barnaby's doing it, he's like cutting out strips of just raw meat, and he's eating them as he cuts them.
Gross.
Mm.
That's
Wait, where's the
pork,
one that was
bro.
fired by the fireball?
That's the one that
That's
he's
the one.
doing it with. So actually, no, it's
Yeah.
kind of not raw.
It-
It's
He's
raw.
cutting off the other side.
It's very rare.
Yeah.
Can we get a fire going? Or do we need a survival?
We're not doing it right here.
What? Pork belly.
It becomes quite obvious that this orc is pretending to be dead. He's breathing pretty heavily.
So
This is your warning. If we hear about any raiding around here, we're coming back for you.
Most merciful.
We could just kill him now and not worry about it.
No. Let Navel handle. And as the orc is like still faking its own death, Navel steps on the orc head and says, Navel boss now. No, you listen to Navel now.
He growls.
And then he turns to who was the one that started saying, "Don't raid anymore."
That was
Was
Granite.
that
Granite.
Granite? Okay. So Neville turns to Granite and said, "Now you order him. Now he works for us."
We no raid anymore. He lifts his head up, finally stops pretending to be dead.
See, easy.
Stupid pigs. Stupid Brendolina. She say, oh, plenty of time. If pigs get too big, we just take them back up ladder. She say, wall will come down quickly. Big exit for pigs anyway when they get big. But pigs grow so big, they do not go up ladder. We've been in this cave for months.
Well, now there's an exit. Nom 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 nom.
A guy like
You
climbs out of rock rubble underneath you. He's like, oh shit, what happened? Not good.
Neville's gonna wave. You work for us now.
He didn't get his shit trampled by a terrified war pig.
He's got a hoof print in back of his head, a trotter print. Also, like, just bits of rock splinters in his face.
Smile at him and just dig into another raw piece of meat.
So, we're all confirming the old lady lied to us?
Yep, we gotta kill her now.
We're not getting involved in some thieves' squabble anymore.
No, they trick us. It's fair to kill them.
April Fool's Day is a dangerous day to be around Nabalon.
There's no profit or
Yeah.
there's no profit or honor in this.
Yes, we recover lost
This is true.
honor. We got food. We're not full after we kill them.
Anything good in the cart?
There was some gold. You see that Nabal's got a couple of new sacks dangling from a belt.
Ew.
Is
There's
there
some
anything to
decent
help
food
bandage
in
up my
there.
hand?
Oh, right. Roll HT, please.
For the food?
No, for the hand, Sir Arthur.
Give me 1 second. I gotta double check. Yes. Okay, +2.
So Nabal will arc for the option of the group going back and killing the old woman and the old man for messing with the party.
You'll argue for going and killing him.
Well, we do have the orcs, so we can bring them as prisoners, and then when we say no, now we fool you, and the orcs help us kill them.
That's Nabal's proposal.
Yes, that is Nabal's proposal.
I don't like any part of that.
That's trickery.
I don't want orc
I'm
prisoners.
very much against that.
No. We fake them being prisoners, then just so that they can get close enough to help us kill the old man and the old lady.
We do not want to kill Gus and Brendalina. We could have
We
done
don't-
that. We exiled them.
We don't need their help to kill a couple of old people.
Cowards!
I'm sorry, you exiled them? That's more important.
For thievery. For breaking code of tribe. They are angry, nasty old humans. We let them into our fold because we thought they may have use, but instead they only betray orc kin.
Ooh, I'm more open to the idea of murder now.
We'd kill them, we'd make world better.
I gotta
Nabal
assess that, by the way.
hero!
They only betrayed orc kin, and again, it's only orc kin.
Yeah, that's fair. Success by 3, what does that mean?
That's what I was just checking. Sorry, it's not permanent, is what I can tell you straight away.
Cool.
Effects of crippling injury, hand. You've technically got the one hand disadvantage until it's healed. How long does it take? Duration of crippling injuries. Temporary until you're back at full HP. So
Okay.
pretty much like 2 days of natural healing probably. I think there's also magic that'll fix it almost immediately. If you point out that you got your hand gouged up by a boar's tusk. Again, as also, we did not want to kill Brendalina and Gus. Exile is plenty good for them. They die soon anyway, you see them? If you have met them, you will see that light breeze will likely kill them.
This is
How
true.
about we just go set up our camp?
Please leave us food.
Yeah, let's just leave them.
Please leave us some food. Even if just pig that Redman does not finish. Redman, oof, bad, no. Lizard
Yeah,
Eyes
let's-
does not finish.
Nabal will take some of that pork belly.
Are we done here, guys?
Yeah, I vote let's just leave.
Yep.
You straight up
But are we
leave.
I
gonna
don't
be
need any other
the old couple or not?
Nah.
You go back to your horses. The horses are still there. The old people. Do you go back to where you met the old people at the road, or do you wanna? You could like triangulate, so you just avoid them entirely. Get back on road, heading south. We out.
Granite prefers to avoid them, but isn't going to force it.
Like-
Aurelia will also try to avoid them.
I'm fine with avoiding them.
Hmm.
We could go jump them and take their stuff.
Yeah, Neville will both
They
of
have
that.
nothing.
Yeah, you saw that they had pretty much nothing. A
Well,
crappy
then
bow,
we-
rags.
Take whatever's left.
Maybe they were hiding
Rags
some
and a
gold.
broken bow?
No, let's just go.
Yeah.
It's beneath us. Yeah.
You
The
cut
majority of
around,
the party always right.
stay off the road for the rest of the day, and set up camp just before sunset. Survival roll, anyone? Survival forest. Or plains. You're right at the edge of plains. I'll take plains. Your horse can do that. Your horse sets up camp.
And while doing that, after doing that, Aurelia will walk over to Arthur and how damaged is he?
I am missing. I have 8 out of 15.
Oh, was that all from the hand hit?
No, I just gained an extra 1 from the necklace, and I didn't want to be fully healed. I didn't
What?
assume that I would gain that extra.
Were you only down HP from taking that hit to the hand?
Yeah.
It caps.
Yeah.
So it can't be more than a third of your HP. It would have only been 5 HP
Oh,
damage
really?
that you took. Yeah. Once a limb gets crippled.
Okay, so I'm at 9 out of 15.
Yeah.
10.
10.
Did you
10
take
out.
extra damage from elsewhere?
What's the other one?
No,
from?
but I gained 1 HP from.
Then
The
you'd be
necklace?
at 11.
Oh, from putting the necklace on. No, that would have given you a HP as well. The HP.
Okay,
derived
so
from
I
the
wouldn't.
extra
I
HP.
assumed that you didn't gain to current HP when you increased your max HP in the middle like that, but okay, got it.
No, yeah, it's all derived stats for those fancy rings.
Okay, so I currently
so
have
was-
10 out of 15.
Okay. Right before heading off to bed, Aurelia will heal you of that.
Thank you, Lady Aurelia.
What's that like? Oh,
She'll keep trying until again she gets it.
by the way, this is a
She
very
absorbs
high
the
mana
injuries,
area.
but not the crippling. Ah, cool. Then
Oh, is it?
I don't know
No,
what
it's
that
not.
does.
It's not. It's just because it was a note on the spell that all failures are treated as crit failures in very high
Oh.
mana areas.
It would have been a
Oh,
failure in high mana area.
Oh no, it wouldn't.
The injury is the lost HP she takes on, but the injury she does not take, so her hand is not fucked.
Nice.
Okay,
Nice.
but
And
still,
then in
it
the
would
morning, she's
recover
all better.
because
Cool.
my injury would disappear because I'm back up to full HP anyway.
Yep. So Yeah.
My horse got an 8 for a success of 5, by the way.
yeah, your horse is fine. You do not need to feed it anything. It's got plenty of grass to graze on. There's a little pond that you set up nearby that it can drink out of.
Does the pond have fish? Is it big enough to have fish? Because I would like to use my fishing skill for once.
Yeah, go ahead, roll fishing. Only a failure by 1. There's fish in there. You catch one, but it's only enough to like feed you. But you get to eat fish yourself while everyone else is eating whatever they have. Pork, probably.
Probably a lot of pork.
Alright, I think it's a great time to end, honestly.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, Aurelia, that guy totally believed that you were from his bank. And you've now got all his account information. GG. I don't think you need any points today. Nah,
Aw.
go on. Actually, have 2 points.
All right.
2 points.
We're into travel mode.
Backstab.
Not rain of daggers.
Well, it
Well,
was
not
fun.
yet. I need to be able to do helpful damage, and backstab would give me striking 7. So okay, still 1d6 plus 2.
Get in
But
there.
swing gives me 3d6.
You want to get yourself some kind of swung weapon. Dagger on a pole.
What are those like little the things that I thought was the garrote, the saps? Are those swinging?
I think they're still thrust.
Oh, okay. Really?
Swing is used for things that multiply, that act as a lever.
Like,
You
yeah.
hold a sap in your hand, so it's not acting as a lever to multiply the energy you're putting in to your swing.
Probably
I'll have
get
to
like
then
a small
research some
club.
swing weapon then. Maybe a slingshot?
Slingshots would be fun. I'd enjoy to see a
Okay.
slingshot. I'm not sure if it'd do more damage, though. But, anyways, we had Jared.
Hey, I'm Jared. I played Arela. She is very good at reconnaissance.
We had Everoth.
Hello, I was playing Neville. Your tricky, strange little goblin.
We had CD.
I am CD. I was playing Sir Arthur.
We had James.
Hey, I'm James. I was playing Barnaby.
We had Lee.
Hey, I'm Lee. I play Granite, and killing goblins might not always be the right thing to do. Maybe.
Usually,
Mm,
usually people will agree with you that it's the right thing to do in this hideous racist against goblins country.
But it's not always the best way to find a good fight.
That's very true. Oh, is that everyone? Have I missed anyone? I'm Luke. I was the GM.
Jared?
He went first this time. I remembered him. With a Kobold Cafe.
Still hurt.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We'll be back at some point in the future. Bye, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.